What?
All right, so what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kel from Handlebars and Cigars. You can follow me on both Instagram and on YouTube at Handlebars and Cigars. And to my right, we have
Will Hart from the world famous Cigarage.
that's the world's famous Cigarage. Man, I'm so super excited about today's show. We got an awesome show lined up for everybody here today.
A double header.
A double header. There you go. A two-hitter quitter going on over here. So what we normally do, we're going to go around the room. We're going to ask everybody what they're smoking, what they're drinking, and also people who chimed in via the World Wide Web. All right, we're going to start with you, Teddy. What you got, brother?
LaAurora, what is this?
Fuerte Sol.
Fuerte Sol.
Fuerte.
So you're supposed to be smoking a
Fuerte.
cigar that we're going to be talking about. But that's all right.
Fuerte Sol. Yeah. Fuerte Sol.
Groove.
And a fat boy.
Put Albert back in queue.
Fuerte Sol, just in case.
Fuerte Sol and a fat boy.
And a
Okay.
fat boy.
Hey, Ron.
So I've got LaAurora, Casadora, Maduro.
Casadora Maduro.
Got you. Kevy Kev. Liga Kev. Liga Niner.
Nope. Liga L40.
L40. You done switched it up on us. Okay. Nice. Crystal Light. Sweet. Basement Jack.
Fuerte Sol.
Got you.
There you go.
All right, I got the LaAurora Ode. What's it called again?
Bobby?
Ode de Oz. LaAurora.
La Aurora.
Aurora.
There you go.
There you go.
And I'm picking some Caribbean cast.
Single more.
Single malt.
Garvin.
Yes, sir.
All right. Garvin's actually going to be one of our special guests, but go ahead and tell us, everybody, what you're smoking and what you're drinking. I'm going to take a stab at this, though. It might be a La Aurora, but go ahead.
I think you know, the psychic there.
Hey, call me now. Call me child.
Right now, I'm going up with the Fuerte Sol. That's what I'm starting with tonight.
All right.
And then I'm drinking, I think, some Diplomat.
Diplomatico.
Diplomatico is what I'm on right now.
And prior to that, he had a taste of the Ashanti.
Okay. Wow. Murder Inc.
She
Yes,
likes that.
Murder Inc.
Bad girl.
You had to taste it at Ashanti, huh? Oh, you better hope Nelly don't show up in here.
It's got in here.
Oh, if Nelly shows up, I'm gonna say that's him right there. Reed.
Rain. He just got here, but Cameroon 300 series.
Ben, what you got?
Yo, I got a Liga 9, Verna Doble, and I fired it up before I knew I was smoking LaAuroras later.
Okay.
So, and I'm drinking Cheerwine.
Cheerwine.
Nice.
Zero.
Cheerwine 0.
0. All right, Ty, what you got?
Fuerte Sol.
Fuerte Sol.
Caribbean cast.
Single malt scotch.
Single malt
All right,
scotch.
Rube.
I got the Fuerte Sol as well.
Fuerte Sol as well.
And then I'm going with the Castle Key Bourbon.
Ooh, Castle and Key bourbon. Okay. How's that pairing?
Very nice.
Awesome. So guess what, people? La Aurora Fuerte Sol. And I am actually having that with, I think I gave you the bottle. What was that?
The George Bowman.
The George
Oh,
Bowman
Bowman. Okay.
Caribbean cask. Caribbean rum.
All right, so I'm finishing up a Placencia, 149.
Hold on, just for that.
Uh,
He said Placencia.
Yeah.
Cent at this time.
149. I'm very for this one up though. Kosika Nika. What's it? Kosika? What's that?
You're killing me.
What's that?
Oh my God.
Yeah, right. Mama say, mama sa, mama kusa.
No, Coseca,
Koseka. And the Mexican Coke.
Mexico.
Mexico. All right, Tony T, what you got?
You, I got La Llorona with some Elijah Craig.
Oh, nice,
Nice.
nice. All right, Doug
Diamond Doug, what you
E.
got for us?
Fresh.
Well, I'm going to see Bobby's L40 and raise him to an
Oh,
anniversario.
Oh,
you see that, Kev? He saw your
And
L40 and raised it with the Anniversario 10 Liga.
and so that one's almost done. And what will be up next is LaAurora.
Okay.
But cracked the bottle. That is a watershed distillery. And this is fall finishing. And this is the toasted.
Wow. Okay.
nice.
What's the proof on that one?
It's 100. It's not heavy at all. But it's the first time that they've ever done it. It's batch one. So I figured, we'll give it a shot.
Is it good?
It's very good.
Perfect. All right. By the way, I like your hoodie, both Doug and Tony.
Hey,
Oh, look at
Representing.
that.
Yeah, I love it. And the hat.
and I got the
And
matching
the
hat.
hat. There
Got
you
the
go.
matching hat.
All right, so do we have anybody else chiming in on comments? Nothing? Nothing?
Nothing. Yeah, I'm curious why.
All right, so
It's usually lit up.
check this out, guys. The last couple of shows, especially on the after show, we got into some deep men conversations. And that prompted me and Will to say, you know what? Let's see if we can bring somebody that can help us facilitate and navigate those conversations. We started to talk a lot about men's health and the things we do, especially when you reach a certain age. I gave the story. I told the story 1,000 times. When I first started seeing gray pubic hairs, I said, it might be time I'm getting old. so, so, that's not a good. It was, it wasn't. It was somewhat traumatizing. So it kind of prompted me to reach out and bring on this special guest. But before we do that, we got Whitehand to just join us. So real fast, Whitehand, what you smoking? What you drinking, brother?
A cigar and nothing.
Okay.
A cigar.
Good to see you, brother.
Good seeing you, bro.
What's up? This your cousin.
Good to be seen.
Nice, nice. All right, so look, to help us talk about and answer any questions or concerns you have about men's health. I got a gentleman that's coming to the studio via satellite. Just a little quick background on him. He graduated from Howard Med School back in 1984. He's been practicing medicine for 41 years. He has his own private practice down in Panama City, Florida for 31 years. Retired colonel from the United States Army, 33 years of service. Okay? With not one, but two tours in both Iraq and Afghanistan. And he is the proud recipient of a Bronze Star as a result of his work in the military above and beyond the call of duty. So coming to the studio audience, let's give a big round of applause to my brother, Dr. Albert F. Mack. What's going on, bro?
Hey, doing okay. Doing okay. Finishing up some office work here, and it's my pleasure to be talking to the men of handlebars and cigars,
In the Cigarage.
Featuring Cigarage.
and cigar garage, and also information. Information only. I always tell folks that make sure that you check with your physician for your particular circumstance and situation. We're looking at, I guess, the number one issue and the number one concern of most men is, below the belly button, and that's the prostate gland. The prostate gland. A lot of folks probably don't even know where it's located and why we even have one and why it's necessary and so forth and so on. Prostate gland is necessary for fertility. What happens when we get with our significant other and there's that natural response. The prostatic juices help keep the swimmers alive and also helps to protect them so they make their destination. The prostate is actually located If we look at the urinary bladder, there's a tube that's coming out of the urinary bladder. The prostate wraps around that tube and is right close to the bladder. And the prostate has five lobes. There's two posterior lobes. And when a physician like myself does the exam that we all definitely look forward to having every year,
Yeah, the old leather latex glove snap. But go ahead.
latex gloves snap, and hopefully there's enough lube on it. We're only checking the two posterior lobes. The prostate actually has five lobes, two lateral lobes, and an anterior lobe. The thing is this, and I'll talk about prostate cancer.
Men's health, dirty biker. But go ahead.
Yeah, you know, looking at the prostate itself, we can only feel and examine the two posterior lobes. Um, and with that being said, when you're looking at prostate cancer normally and typically will appear first in the posterior lobe. So we can get an idea if there's some issues just from the exam alone, whether or not there's issues with enlargement of the prostate, which we'll talk about, prostate cancer, or even if you have a prostate infection. Um, I've had, just kind of going back, and I'll talk about prostate cancer. I've had two patients where their PSA was normal, and the normal range is 0 to 4, but their prostate exam was abnormal, and they both had prostate cancer. Um, Talking about enlarged prostate, some of the common symptoms, if you have to stand in front of the John and have to go through the Star Spangled Banner, Hail Mary, Our Father, and a couple of other, the national anthem,
The
um,
Gettysburg Address.
you probably have having a enlarged prostate. And the thing is this, some of the other symptoms you're going to experience is going to be you're kind of waiting there to pee, you're waiting there to pee, you're waiting there to pee. Finally, you do pee, comes out in a dribble. You may get a stream, but it's definitely not as strong as you're used to. And then, of course, it'll dribble off, and then you'll feel like you still have to pee, but nothing comes out. Now, I can tell you personally, there are times that I've gone through all the above plus, 5 or 6 Hail Marys because something happens, and it can be very uncomfortable. The cause, basically, we're looking at. We see it in older men. Typically, it can occur in folks after the age of 40, but more typically, we're looking at men 50 years and older. 80% of all men in their 80s, so by the time they reach 80 years old, is going to have some large prostate.
So,
Um,
Albert,
yeah,
outside of taking medicine, is there any type of holistic things we can do, approach to manage that?
yeah. There's saw palmetto probably is more common medication that people use. Um, but not really quite sure how it works, but we think it may indirectly decrease the testosterone. And testosterone is the culprit hormone that causes enlarged prostate. There are also some other things that we can do. Some of the things that can cause aggravate the prostate is actually diets that are high in red meat, um, saturated fats, and dairy products. But also,
Please don't say smoking and drinking.
you know, I, when I was looking at this report, I actually accidentally did something on smoking and drinking, but I don't want you guys to black me out in the middle of it.
Be like, dang.
Yeah.
We got a question from the audience.
Al, we got a question from the audience.
Sure, go ahead.
Is it at all cultural? Like, does it affect one type of group, nationality versus another, or is it just men?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the question, but
So,
Go ahead, try again.
does your race matter? Yeah, is it race driven or is it just?
Is it one particular demographic suffers from prostate cancer than other demographics?
yeah, well, I was going to talk in essence in detail about prostate cancer. But with prostate cancer, the answer to that is yes. African American males are more likely and more prone to develop prostate cancer than the general population. We tend to screen African Americans males at age 40, while other populations we screen them at age 50. And we're looking at the PSA. The normal PSA is anywhere between 0 to 4. If your PSA is 10, you definitely have prostate cancer, and appropriate treatments can be recommended at that time. What we're not to kind of diverge, because I was going to talk in detail about prostate cancer, but to kind of finish up on large prostate, because that's kind of a very common occurrence, and it's what keeps us up most nights. And unfortunately, with that being said, you kind of need a good night's sleep in order for your body to repair itself and so forth and so on. So here again, the major culprit is going to be testosterone, but also what happens is this: we have both male and female hormones, and what designate us as men is the fact that we have more testosterone than estrogen, and for females, vice versa. So, some of the studies even show that even that change in that balance between testosterone and estrogen, the elevated, relatively speaking, elevated female hormones can also cause a large prostate. Some of the things that kind of go along with a large prostate is metabolic syndrome, where we have high blood pressure, high cholesterol, elevated blood sugar, and central obesity. And here again, as I mentioned, you see it's more common in men over the age of 50. 80% of women in the 80s will have a large prostate. Will have prostate issues, I should say. Any questions or concerns about large prostate at all?
Yeah, I got a question.
Yeah.
If you get prostatitis, how is that related to prostate cancer? Or is it even related to it?
What's this?
So did you hear that? If you get a prostitute, no, which I'm sorry, prostatitis. I'm sorry. If you get prostatitis, how does that what?
Relate to prostate cancer.
How does that relate to prostate cancer? Not a prostitute.
Okay. Well, my very next discussion is going to be on prostatitis. So I'll you kind of preempted and stole the thunder a little bit.
Sorry,
But the prostate,
a little story. This is not
Hey.
a serious conversation, but I had
You
prostatitis
next
a
up,
couple
Aaron.
years ago. I went to the emergency room, and the doctor came in and goes, "Mr. Creamer, what's the problem?" And I said, "My penis, it's huge." He goes,
your what was huge?
my penis.
It's pecker.
My penis. He goes,
Okay.
He goes, "Let's start over."
Well,
Hey, Ron had a question.
I mean, it's all connected, but that part is a little different from the prostate. Yeah,
So
sure.
the
Go
other
ahead.
question, Al, the other question we had: can you do without your prostate? Can it be removed?
I was going to go with that. With prostate cancer, one of the treatments is to have the prostate removed. It's called a transurethral resection of the prostate, or a radical prostatectomy. The thing is this: back in the day, the procedure had significant complications, and some of those complications still exist. You pee on yourself because the prostate not only is it important for fertility, it's also important for us to control our urinary flow. So you're constantly leaking urine. You also may be set up for urinary tract infections because bacteria can kind of float up into the bladder, and also there are nerves that run through the prostate and in and around the prostate. So a lot of men will have erectile dysfunction. So and even with and I didn't talk about treatments, but even for an enlarged prostate, sometimes they will do a trim the prostate gland. Along with that, for an enlarged prostate, actually now with some of the newer techniques, they actually have a stent that they can put in there that opens up the prostate so you'll be able to pee. And then not only you have saw palmetto, but there is also a bunch of medications that you can take for an enlarged prostate. One of which is Flomax was tamsulicin. Typically is 0.4 milligrams and grows high as 0.8, 2 capsules daily. Also, you have your alpha blocker medications, of which typically Cardura and those type of medicines. Hydrin is another one, Cardura is another. And these medicines basically, we're still not really sure how they work, but basically they block certain receptors in the prostate gland that causes the prostate gland to shrink a bit, so you're able to pee. The one side effect that is fairly common with both with both with Flomax and finasteride, which is Proscar, and also Cardor, is the fact that it can lower your blood pressure. So some folks recommend taking it at nighttime, and taking it at nighttime, this way, if you have low blood pressure, you're fine. You're not going to get up and, get dizzy or collapse or anything like that. So, and these medicines tend to be very effective, but like anything else, they really don't last forever. So
So,
now,
so Al, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. You know, kind of talk to us a little bit about the importance of taking your medicine, because a lot of
um,
times, especially the guys, we into that ego macho type of, you know what I'm saying,
oh yeah,
and and I think we struggle more with that because for whatever reason.
okay.
Well,
Well,
side effects.
Sorry,
yeah. Well, there is no shame in the game. That's number one, and number two. Um, Interesting enough, I had a patient today, young guy, 35 years old, and I put him on Lipitor, and told somebody that it wasn't good for him, so he didn't take it. I always have people to ask me the $1 million question. Now, going back, all medicines have side effects. If you really want to freak yourself out, look at the side effects of Tylenol. Tylenol, if you take it off, matter of fact, when I was a senior student, people were committing suicide by going to the local CVS, getting a boatload of Tylenol and downing it down. And unfortunately, they were so young and the livers were so young that, they fried their livers, but they survived on a ventilator for, sometimes even a year or two. So that being said, I always have people ask me, well, you've been doing this for 41 years. How many people have you admitted to the hospital who've had adverse reactions to a medication that you wrote for? And the answer to that in 41 years, one person. One person.
Wow.
That individual actually was allergic to everything. And we had a medication that we were going to try. And we said, well, you're probably going to be allergic to it. She said, yeah, you're probably right. She took the medicine. She had an allergic reaction. She just had a rash. Tongue didn't swell or anything like that. She went to the emergency room, spent the night in the emergency room, went home the next morning. Now, I always have people, when I was working as a hospitalist, how many people have you admitted to the hospital that says, well, cousin Joe said that, this medicine is not good for me, so I didn't take it, and so forth and so on. Well, any given week, we did 7 days on, 7 days off. I will admit at least 1 or 2 people that have had a heart attack, so, that kind of thing. And Lipitor, I don't know, for the statins have gotten really a lot of bad press. I'm not sure why, but, the average American is just not going to do what needs to be done to not be on these medications. I mean, that's just it in a nutshell. I mean, that's just a fact of life. They're just not going to do it. They're just not going to do it.
so
And
diet, exercise, watch what you eat,
I watch you eat, and so forth and so on. And it's like
Moderation.
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 moderation. Yeah. And just to talk about alcohol, we at one point in time had recommended, at least one, cocktail or 5-ounce glass of wine daily. Now, it's kind of plus minus, but that being said, is always within moderation. Um, for something I'm reading now, the American Academy of Family Physicians recommend 1 for females, up to 2 for males. You know, uh, it could be on a daily basis, but it's not recommended taking it on a daily basis. Um, um, and then it's plus minus. They're saying, well, there's probably some benefit, and then other people saying, well, when looking at the bad versus the good, does it really balance out, and what comes on the top, and so forth and so on. But the name of that game it really is just moderation. You want to take things in moderation. 3-4 drinks a day is probably definitely too much. 1 and 2 is
Oh,
probably,
really?
yeah.
Definitely not a bottle a day.
But
So,
I guess there's an individual that talked about the prostatitis, prostate infection, and some of the symptoms of that are going to be similar to what you're going to see with an enlarged prostate. Because what happens with a prostate infection, the prostate gets infected with the bacteria, and that bacteria, and it can be chlamydia, it can be gonorrhea, but it can be other types of bacteria, particularly bacteria that come from the rectum, E. coli, those kind of things. But those type of bacteria, and what happens is this: the prostate is like a sponge, so it takes in these bacteria organisms. You definitely have problems urinating. You may also have a fever of 102, 103. You're just a pretty sick puppy. I mean, basically, and here again, you can get it from sexually transmitted diseases, but also, and we see that more commonly in the young bucks, basically, who are out there, doing their do. The older men typically will get it from, bacteria infections and so forth and so on.
All right, so Al, what I'm going to do right now,
Well, he had a question.
yeah, we have another question. We're going
Okay.
to kind of wrap this segment up, but go and also see if Tony and Whitehand and Doug might have anything. But Basement Jack has a question for you.
You mentioned
Sure, go ahead.
being on the statin.
What's this?
He said you mentioned before about being on a statin.
Correct.
If you're on medication for high blood pressure and cholesterol, does that lower your chances of prostate cancer?
So if you're on medication for cholesterol and high blood pressure, does that lower your chances for prostate cancer?
No, prostate cancer. I mean, that is the burden of all men. Basically, what we're looking at, about 13% of all men will come down with prostate cancer. And if you do the math, that's 1 out of 8. So if you have 8 of your buddies lined up, one of you guys is going to get prostate cancer.
Wow, we got about 15 in here right now.
Yeah. Now, that's kind of the news you really don't want to hear. The good news is the fact that only 2 to 3% of men will die of prostate cancer. Now, I've been doing this for 41 years. I've had 3 men who died of prostate cancer. One was 42, the other was 45, the one was 47. And even then, it took 20 years to take them out. They didn't die until their 60s. So that's the thing. So if you were to spin the wheel of cancer and had to pick a cancer that you can run with, prostate cancer is your boy. Now, what's going to take us out? It's going to be that heart attack. It's going to be the diabetes. It's going to be the hypertension. It's going to be that stroke. Those are what's going to take us out. One classic example I like to use is I had a 82-year-old patient, and I don't know why I did this, but I went ahead and got a PSA on him, and his PSA was 16. He definitely had prostate cancer. I sent him to a urologist. The urologist did a prostate biopsy, which is not the exam you want to ask for. And he came back to me, and he was a old World War II sergeant. So he basically expressed in very colorful language what he thought of the prostate biopsy, what he thought of the urologist, and he wasn't blankety blank going back, period. I said, okay, we'll run with it. He passed away. He died at age 94.
Wow.
At the time of his death, his PSA was 64. No, it was 65. His PSA was 65.
Damn.
PSA was 65. Now, I'll tell you what happened. He normally goes out and tends his garden, so forth and so on. His neighbors didn't see him, so they called the sheriff's department. They opened up his house, went in, and he was still asleep. Now, I cannot tell you what he died from. He probably had a irregular heart rhythm at nighttime, and that took him out. But I can tell you with 100% confidence that he did not die of prostate cancer. He just didn't, because
We have a question.
Yeah, go ahead. Mhm.
Last question. So, a couple of things. My father had prostate cancer when he was, in his 60s, right?
50s, okay. That's a
Six-
different story.
The 60s, okay. And so
Oh,
he ended up
60s,
getting
okay.
treatment, and they put the stars they put in your prostate to try to get it cleared out. So, but I was under the impression that if a man lives long enough, eventually most men do get prostate cancer if you live long enough. Also,
Yeah. Yeah.
is it hereditary? If your dad has
Yeah.
prostate cancer,
Mm-hmm.
because what I did was I started getting my prostate checked when I was 35 years old. And I
Mm-hmm.
get every year I get that San Francisco physical, and it's fucking uncomfortable as shit. And I make sure I do that because my health is important. Okay.
Mhm.
My doctor told me the last time he gave me a prostate check, it was very uncomfortable. And I said, dude, are you enjoying this? He told me this. I went to medical school. He said, the last thing I want to do is put my finger up somebody's ass. I'm doing it for you. So the question is it hereditary? And do most men, if they live long enough, get prostate cancer?
Yeah, the thing is, when I mentioned that 13% of men are diagnosed with prostate cancer, we're probably looking at 80% of men, if we do autopsies on them, will have some signs of microscopic prostate cancer. There, something, yeah, about 80% will have some. So when I mentioned the 13%, those are the guys that came in, blah, 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 went ahead and diagnosed. But a lot of folks, like I said, if you're feeling good, depending on who you ask and who you look, which reference you look at, certain societies like the AFP, I think, recommend, and the U.S. Task Force on Preventive whatever, they basically recommend after the age of 70, don't even do PSA. And the reason being is, even if you get prostate cancer at 70, it takes 20 years to knock you out, and you're 90 years old. That's the thing. Now, if you're a younger man, it makes
Yeah,
sense to be checked and so forth and so on. Now to answer your question, risk factors for prostate cancer are going to be age, family history, hereditary, race. African Americans are more prone than other groups, and of course, obesity. Those are your risk factors right there for prostate cancer. So
okay.
All right, bro. We're gonna shut this segment down.
Check, check,
Okay.
check, and check.
Huh? Wait, we got a question? Oh, okay. We're gonna
No, I
shut
said
this.
check, check, and check.
Yeah, exactly. Check, check.
Oh,
and check.
check, and check. Yes. So
Hey,
one,
thank you, man. That's very valid.
one, I want to thank you for you
Okay.
taking time out of your busy day to come and join us, Shmos. And I know it's a little bit out of the norm. You got guys sitting around smoking cigars and drinking. We're talking about health. And it's almost like an oxymoron, like a
I
jumbo
did not want to say anything. Matter of fact, right here, I got cigars, cigarettes, and alcohol.
But hey, I'm a firm believer. Like I said, I mean, we had some deep conversations in the after shows the last couple of
Oh,
weeks.
we have.
And I
Sure.
said, you know what? Let me see if I could go ahead and bring a
Bring
subject
it to the
matter
masses.
expert in and bring. I know Dirty Biker said, "What the fuck I just rolled up into," because he didn't know we had this set
Yeah.
up. But that's all right. Hopefully, the information was helpful. Hopefully, will give you a different perspective
Thank you very
and
much.
what have you.
Is he gonna hit us for a copay?
And just for the record, I do not enjoy the exam either. Just for the record, we
Well,
had,
I-
we had an ongoing joke when I was in med school. I said, if they're doing a prostate exam and you're bent over and the doctor has both hands on the exam,
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
you're getting a little bit more than a prostate exam, my friend.
It is money on the dresser, right?
That's right.
I have a question. I have a question.
No, he'll be up next week.
I have a
Wait, we
question.
got Albert. We got a question from Jason.
Okay, sure, go ahead.
Albert, good to see you, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
So question a little bit out of the ordinary, off the topic. How was it growing up with Kelvin as a brother?
All right, we're gonna. All right. We're gonna shut this down now.
You don't want me to get blanked out now, do you? I'll tell you what, Kelvin it was kind of like my mini me almost. I'll be quite honest. We share the same birthday. I'm not sure you're aware of that. We were both born on the same day. And
Happy early birthday, by the way.
yeah, we are similar. I am arguably probably the more serious version of Kelvin, and Kelvin, and well, let me put it this way: we are all spinoff from both our parents. My mom was a straight person, as Kelvin can admit. She, if you had a comedy team, she was a straight guy. My dad was the jokester. I mean, he would joke. You be getting a beating from mom, and dad be joking. That's kind of how he was. And we kind of mimic our parents. I'm more like my mom, and I think Kelvin's more like my dad. So, but it was great having him as a brother. I can remember one time we had a little more than a verbal discussion with some kids that were chasing us home, and we were winning. We were winning. And Kelvin's standing on the side because he's 6 years younger than us, and they said something about our mama, so he starts yelling back at him. So we broke loose and made a run for it, and Kelvin's standing there trying to tell him, hey, you talk bad about my mama. So we got to the house.
And the bad thing about it, Albert, since I was the youngest, I made them take me to the park when all this went down.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I wanted to go to the park. They wanted to take me. Mom said, look, take your little brother to the park. Then I started fighting with some kids, and they was fighting them.
Yeah, and the thing is this, my mom pretty much knew almost everybody. My grandma knew everybody. Yeah, so they mentioned Grandma Matt. They ran to the house and almost came. My mom was there, and she had her hands on her hips. Says, I know your mother. I'm gonna get on the phone and call her down. They took off. We never heard from her again. We never heard from her. But,
all right, bro. Look,
hey, man,
you're gonna have some stories because he's coming up next week. We're gonna bring you over to the Cigarage for a little bit, so you can hang out with the fellas.
Okay,
and again,
absolutely.
thank you again for taking time out and sharing, blessing us with some knowledge when it comes to our health.
But
all right, bro.
anytime be fine, and I'm actually just a heads up. I'm looking at doing a medical podcast myself as soon as I get everything together.
Yeah.
Yeah. That being said, I've listened to some of the podcasts from my colleagues, and I understand what they're saying, but do the common person understand what they're saying? And that's no. I mean, it is.
So you want to put it more in a layman's terms?
Correct. Yeah, I want to break it down to where
okay.
To the
dumb it down for us.
The steak and the steak and potatoes. Well, not really dumb it down, but the thing is, to try to explain things in terms that people, can understand, so they, walk away with some information and some knowledge of what's going on. So, I'm looking at now. As a matter of fact, I'm getting the man cave upstairs together, and I'm looking at Best Buy to get the podcast stuff together, and I'll probably tap in your brain as far as what I need and so forth and so on, and kind of make that happen.
Hey, whatever you need, you let me know.
Hey,
Okay,
Garvin,
right up.
that
Okay, up.
podcast, Handlebar Cigars and Prostates.
Handlebars and cigars with prostates. Oh my goodness!
All right, look, hey, bro, we're gonna get you out of here. We got the next guest coming up.
Well, he can stay on and watch.
Hey, you more than welcome to stay on and watch.
Unfortunately, I got work to do. Yeah, I got stuff I got to take care of.
Hey, but we'll see you next week. All right.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Thank
Love you again.
Love you again, man. Take care now.
All right.
So, guys, hopefully that was helpful. I really appreciate the engagement piece of it. It's just something us men we need to be more cognizant of.
Hey, once a month.
Yeah. I see if he wants to do it again. Yep.
Now, is that his specialty?
What's that?
Prostates?
No,
or it's everything.
But he knew that was probably one of the biggest things as it pertains to men.
Gotcha.
In terms of men of our age.
Okay.
Yeah, even the young guys. Hey.
I'm not sure if I'm. Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on.
Okay, let me speak on that. I'm family medicine, so basically, I've done everything from delivering babies to cracking chests, gunshot wounds, fixing bones, to in the operating room, and to taking care of my oldest patient I saw today, and she's 100. So as well as family medicine is all encompassing, and we can handle about 85% of the things that go out there. As a matter of fact, I had delivered my own daughter. And when I delivered her, I tried to you have the Apgar scale, and the Apgar scale is like 10. So I said, well, she's at least a 10, maybe an 11. But the obstetrician says, no, we got to give her a 9. I said, are you sure? I mean, I'll just put a 9.5 or something. But anyway, we and the reason being, I could be placed in the rural area when I'm the only doctor. So I got to be the cardiologist. I got to be the OB doctor. I have to be the pediatrician.
Jack of
Damn.
all
So on and
trades.
so on. Yeah. So
An
it's
Albert of all
There
trades.
you go.
yeah. Jack of all trades. Absolutely. Okay, I'm
All
gonna
right,
go ahead and
guys.
sign
All
out.
right, bro. All
Okay,
right.
sure enough. Okay,
Love you again.
Love you again. Okay.
All right, guys. Hopefully, again, that was great information. I'm gonna take a seat out here in the audience, and Will's gonna bring on our next guest without further ado.
Or two do.
Why you punching me?
All right, you ready?
I am so ready.
All right. Oh, look at them bones.
Garvin, come on up here, bro.
Hey, Cal.
Let's do this. That 30 biker smoking the Tatawahe P series, drinking some Penelope Estate 10-year. Okay, so let me talk to that Penelope Estate 10-year for a sec. Anybody out there tried the Project X variations? I know there's like at least 2 or 3 out there. Dougie's shaking no. What? No? Okay, all right.
Will, I just want to show you how this Jorona is going right now.
Oh, Jesus, look at that ash.
Hey,
Damn, Tony.
nice ash, Tony.
And of course, Jack could be the first one to say that.
I like your ash. You got a good
He
ash.
likes your ash, bro.
Good ash.
So,
I got jokes for the after show.
oh, yes, you do. But I'm showing you this right now, the Project X.
That's what I want.
Penelope
So
Project.
that one is Jerez, Spain, and Cognac from France. It's about 108 proof. It is amazingly delicious.
Oh, I thought you were ready to open.
Oh, you want some of that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at this.
Wait, hold on. Albert, he's gone, right?
Yeah, Albert's gone.
That's what
No,
happens
but
when you.
hold on.
That's what
Before
happens
I
when you
pour it,
show the bottle.
What you?
That's what happens when you show that bottle. It gone.
he gone.
Well, look, me and Will went to the ABC store for that.
Yeah, but before I bring that on or pour that, I'm gonna ask Kel a quick question because there's a Garvin here, right? He brought this. Oh, what you think about that, Dougie?
Hey,
I'm telling you,
Garvin.
can't go wrong with Jimenez.
Cigarvin.
Oh,
I like
boom,
that.
it's a Garvin in the house.
So, do you prefer one over the other, rum, bourbon?
I will go.
Oh, he gonna go with the Project X.
X gonna give it to
Oh,
me.
I would have went with the Jimenez.
Oh, that's the who's it? What's it? The Spain gizmo, right?
That's the Spain.
Oh man.
Actually, Spain, France.
France.
Yeah, it's all encompassing.
It's
That's
multicultural.
gonna be interesting.
It's gonna be next.
That's gonna be interesting.
Hey, Doug.
Up.
Uh-oh.
You got to be in the camera. You got to be
Touchdown.
on this side.
Yeah.
There you go.
Shit the bed.
We'll explain that shit later, bro.
Shit the bed.
You do this right here. Then. Oh,
Kel,
shit.
I got one thing to say to that. 200 grand gone.
200 grand gone.
Gone. They broke into his house 200 while he's playing and took over $200,000.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and brought it all to you up in Ohio.
All right, Mr. Garvin.
All right. So, fellas, I don't know. Man, can we pipe down for 1 second? LaAurora. Very good, sir. Look at how well he pronounced that
I see,
shit,
I
too,
see,
right?
yeah. He's
All right.
practicing Espanol.
So we got Garvin Stewart here. And tell us a little bit about yourself.
All right. Well, as you know, I'm the Southeast account executive for LaAurora Cigars. So I cover everything from North Carolina, South Carolina, all the way through Georgia. And that's kind of like it. And I love cigars.
There you go.
That's what brought me to the industry.
And I love that. I love that. So we've got Bobby, who had met you over at the soft opening over at the new cigar shop
Yep.
on the Rocks.
Yep.
And got you in touch with me. And I was like, yeah, why don't you come down?
Absolutely.
And here he is. He's gifted us with several cigars.
Mm.
Sorry, White Hand, Tony, and Dougie. But we've got a few.
Yep, the
We'll
Leon
we'll we'll,
Jimenez
we'll, we'll save you. We'll save you.
300 series Cameroon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
that's a good
save you a few next
I
time
love
we see you.
Cameroons.
There,
Yeah,
there you
there you
go.
go.
You're gonna love this one. I tell you that much.
All right, we'll save one for you, Tony. What's your go-to on the LaAurora series, Dougie?
Well, I like the 115, the 120. Tonight, it's the broadleaf.
Okay.
Okay.
And part of the reason why I did the broadleaf is my first stick of the night was a Liga Aniversario.
Oh,
So to follow it up with something bold, something that had the same flavor palette,
Yep.
that's why I went there.
It's also called our diamond as well too. That's what you'll find in the Preferido line in the tubo. We call them tubos. That's what you'll find in the black one, which is called our diamond.
Yep.
But we make it in that Toro and Robusto, not just in a Figurado shape as well. So yeah, great choice.
And White Hand, what will be your preference on the LaAurora line?
Whatever one you give me.
I knew he was gonna say it too.
Hey.
I knew he was gonna say it too. So what was it going with? Oh, hold on. I'm gonna go with a little bit of the 1903 that he brought to us. Because you said that pairs really well with the Fuerte Sol.
Fuerte Sol, yes, it pairs really well with the Fuerte Sol or even the 120. That's what our master blender Manuel normally chooses. He loves to choose the 120 to pair when he does his events.
Really?
Yes, with the
with
rum
the
as well.
1903.
Yep.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have a question because the first time that I've heard about the Fuerte Sol was tonight.
Oh wow! Okay.
What can you tell us about the Fuerte Sol?
Sure. So the Fuerte Sol was released at PCA in April. This was specifically kind of crafted for the U.S. market to kind of give us a new introduction, a new facing to the market. This is the first box press cigar, also from LaAurora Cigars. It's a San Andreas Mexican wrapper. It's a Nicaraguan binder. Inside the fill, you have 4 different tobaccos. You have Nicaraguan Jalapa Condego, you have Cuban, and then you have broadleaf, Pennsylvania broadleaf in there as well too. So it's going to give you that bold. It's going to give you that nice undertone of some spice, and it's going to give you what you normally get out of a nice San Andreas wrapper as well too. Which I truly enjoy.
So you go full flavor, medium body.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
I'm still smoking it. I lit it up right at the start of the show. And you know what? This 1903 with this, so I could see Ashanti and this.
Oh.
I think I corrupted him with the Ashanti.
Yeah, the Ashanti. Yeah, that caught me off guard. I will say that. That's a very unique rum.
That's a very unique rum.
Very,
and
very
in case
unique
you guys missed it, it was this.
Yes.
Good luck finding that.
Yes.
Because we're talking,
ginger.
it's that Jamaican flower. It's got rum from Guatemala and imported from India. Bro. Woo-wee. Indiana? Yeah. Okay. India, bro. Months ago. And you see how little there is? Because our boy Balaji from India, he came back with a bottle of that. Good luck trying to get some more.
Oh, so this is only sold over in India.
In India.
Oh
yeah.
I'm gonna have to take a trip now.
Go to the Indian cigar market, bro.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And again, sir.
Absolutely. You'll find at least when it comes to LaAurora, yes, you'll find at least 3 to 4 different leaves in our fill continuously.
Cigars generally have mixed leaves, or do they have?
Yes, they to achieve some sort of complexity with flavor, and you'll get at least 2, just based on the blend and the price point of a cigar. Like if you go with a real baseline type of a cigar, you may just get 2 different fills in it. Sometimes, like for example, like with our Cazadora line, it's just going to be Dominican fill. So that's going to be one, but it's in our economical price point. But great cigar, good flavor, because you get this Indonesian binder on it. Right, but the complexity is not going to be as much. You won't have multiple transitions going in throughout that cigar. Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and that's kind of what gives you the transitions when you use multiple leaves. Yeah.
Multiple leaves. Yes.
There was a question.
Give us a whole spill of LaAurora, what you guys do, how long you've been around,
Okay.
and then also, well, actually, next question, it's a two-part question.
All right. So LaAurora is the oldest cigar manufacturer from Dominican Republic, in existence from 1903, 122 years. Um, Still family owned to this day, and so we manufacture over 100 different cigars globally for other companies like Cafe, Fanella. We even manufacture like Black and Miles, believe it or not. Yes, sir. We manufacture Black and Miles. Um, so with that, we have a great experience when it comes to manufacturing cigars and creating and cultivating, great blends. We have our master blender Manuel, who blends all the cigars for La Aurora. Does a phenomenal job when it comes to creating good, flavorful, strength-filled, full-bodied and medium-bodied cigars as well across the board. Most people will know us for our Preferido line, which is we call our tubos, which is in the figurado shape. They come in those nice, pretty, shiny tubes. Matter of fact,
Yeah,
if you want to,
I'll
yeah, well, yeah. So in that one, it comes in 6 different wrappers.
show them off, bro.
Yeah,
Show them off.
absolutely, absolutely. So this is what most people, yeah.
Look at that beauty. Do you know that was one of the first Lauroras that I had because the tube attracted me,
Absolutely.
and it was the emerald one, and then I
The
went to the
Ecuadorian.
silver, and then I went to the red because then I
Maduro.
saw it was a Maduro. I was like, I gotta try
Oh
this.
yeah, and super refined,
my
super
God.
smooth.
It is
good
super
flavor.
smooth. Oh
Right.
yes.
Absolutely. That's actually one of my favorite cigars as well too from our portfolio.
All right.
Hey, one of those is my
I
favorite.
know Kel is gonna go to this, right? If he didn't say it, I would.
Mm.
See?
Well,
Oh well,
that's not true.
that's not true.
I'm a cigar smoker. Let's
So we're going top 5 dead or alive.
There you go.
Yeah, when I first asked him that, I was like, "Be prepared for this." And he goes, "Rappers?" I'm like, "Not cigars."
Because that's the
Yeah,
norm.
that's the norm.
Yeah.
Hey, you can
top
do that
five,
too.
like, But
We can do top 5 rappers later on the after show.
okay.
Oh,
fair
okay.
enough.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
on the after. All right.
There you go.
So let's do your top
Top
5 on cigars.
Okay, so on the cigar level, we're gonna definitely start with gonna be on the home team, the La Aurora. It's gonna be the Orge de Aj. It's actually the cigar that I'm actually smoking right now. I love this cigar. It's Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Ecuadorian binder, Dominican, um, Nicaraguan, and Colombian on the fill. Great body, good flavor all the way through. Um, my second cigar is gonna probably be our 120 anniversary. Great cigar. I love that cigar in the morning time. I love it early afternoon if it's going to be my first stick for the day. Kind of really sets the tone for me. Doesn't really cloud or burn out my palate to enjoy additional cigars that day. Um,
And you know what?
Mm.
On that 120,
Mhm.
it is such a good cigar. I could see myself having it any time of day.
uh-huh.
But yes, preferably before anything else.
Before anything, and just so you know as well, that is actually the original blend they recreated from 1903.
Wow.
Habano wrapper, Dominican Olar binder, Cuban palito, Corojo on the
Okay.
fill there. So and they even created a limited edition box set that they did 2,500 boxes of, where they actually took the original metal casing that it came in and recreated it in the figurado shape. It's like a Gordo figurado, and recreated everything to the T to launch the 120. And they only did 2,500 of the the limited edition boxes. But we still produce it in a Toro, a Robusto. We also now make it in a Lancero as well too.
Ooh.
Buddy. Yeah.
Ooh, dog.
For the Lancero
Yeah.
fans out there.
That's right. So
Yeah,
so
you
like
got a
Lanceros,
few.
huh?
This is what I'm saying.
That's it. Yes.
Outside.
How much comes from?
Outside of
Well, I would say like some of our Fuerte Soul, a lot of that comes from outside. but majority of everything else does come from Dominican Republic, the fields that the company owns in Dominican Republic, because we own our own fields and
Where are
grow
those
and so
fields
forth.
at? Are they in the same town as the factory?
Some of them are, but then a lot of them are out in the outskirts, up in the mountain.
Yeah,
Right.
we saw that.
Yep. So
Yeah, because so Reem and I actually went to the factory,
okay.
and as we're driving by in Tamboril, we kind of saw some of the
Mm-hmm.
plantation areas where they have all those.
Absolutely.
Man,
Yep. So they have some
Woo.
not too far from the factory,
Okay.
but then they have them kind of spread out in just different regions as well to produce the different types of tobacco as well.
So what is it about the Dominican versus here in the States? Climate.
Yeah, climate.
it's all about climate.
Yeah.
Soil.
Yeah, soil,
And soil,
climate,
yeah.
Consistency, rain, temperature, all of that combined. But, yep.
All right, so you want cigar number 2,
All right, so that was the 120.
right?
My third one is going to be from the Family Reserve side of Padron. It's going to be the 45. That's going to be my number 3. My number 4 is going to be one that we make, and we only make it every 2 years. It is called the Puro Vintage.
Puro Vintage.
When I started with LaAurora at the time, I did not know that we only made 1,000 boxes every 2 years, because I just went through my stock, and it only comes in a box of 8. And I was just blowing through them like, wow, this is amazing cigar. Yeah, so I get that, like, hey,
you
slow
gotta
down.
wait 2 years.
We can't send you anymore. We don't have any more to sell and I'm like, well, when are they gonna come back in? They're like, in 2026. I'm like, what? They're like, oh, well, yeah, we only make 1,000 boxes every 2 years. So I was kind of left to now just buying it wherever I could find it. If I go to a lounge and I knew they carried it, I'm grabbing 2 of them easily. But I mean, I was at least smart enough to keep one box unopened. So come January next year, I'll crack that box open.
You hold on.
And nowhere 333 nowhere Ever Street.
You will catch him right next to the Muffin Man.
That's it. That's right next to the ice cream truck and the
Drury
Muffin
Lane.
Man. That's it.
Oh shit!
So what you're saying, Garvin, is next year is when we got to find that.
Soda and Miles.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Garvin, so
Yeah.
year is when we got to find that stick.
Hold on. Say that again, Dougie.
Next year is when we got to find that stick.
The Puro Vintage.
Yeah, coming up 2026.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, 2026 is when it comes back out. Yeah.
Just send me a DM on where in Ohio I can find it.
Absolutely, I definitely.
You know what, Dougie? I'm gonna give him your number, and it'll happen, bro.
There you go.
Yes, sir.
Hey, you can find it at Shadur's house.
That's it.
That's your doors. Yes, and thank you. We were going to number 5.
So number 5, that's gonna be tough for me. Oh man.
Why is it tough? Because there's so many that could hit that spot 5, right?
Yeah, there's so many. To be honest, all right. So I'm around my top 5 off with Leon Jimenez Double Maduro.
Wow.
In the ambassador shape, specifically the ambassador shape.
What's the difference of the ambassador shape?
It's almost like a miniature Solomon to a certain extent.
Really?
Yeah, it's really kind of like it starts. The mouth part is kind of small like a Corona, but then it widens itself out and it gets almost kind of like a Toro size, and then comes back down. So almost like a Figurado, but like half of it.
Wow.
But just not as pointy at the top.
Gotcha.
So more like a Corona size at the top mouth part.
Wow.
But that is just a good cigar, especially like end of the night. You just kind of want to have one more cigar, a good maybe 30, 40 minute smoke.
Gotcha.
It hits the spot no matter really what you had throughout the day.
So that one will take over.
That one will kind of it'll get you right. Like okay, now I could go to sleep. Type of deal,
Okay.
So those will be.
Which one was that? What was that one?
That's the Double Maduro, the Leon Jimenez Double Maduro.
Yeah, because
is leaking the bodies.
No, no,
not at
hey,
all.
you
Not
can you
at
can
all.
tell Tony is already going for a 5-pack.
Yeah.
You know that.
Oh, like yeah.
Tony's already on it.
I'm telling
Yeah, Tony 5-pack, son.
That's
Oh shit, I
That's
love
it.
it. I love it, bro.
you know. The Orge de Aj. Oh yeah, that's the one I'm smoking right now. Yeah, so Ecuadorian Sumatra wrapper, Ecuadorian binder with the 3 different fills on there: the Dominican, the Colombian, and I believe Nicaraguan on there as well. Yeah, yep. That's what's in this particular cigar. So yeah,
Oh.
so
So here's a question for you:
okay.
who in our area will be carrying most of your
Okay.
line?
So you'll find most of it in the Charlotte area over at Smoke and Barrel,
Okay.
right over in Mount Holly.
Uh-huh.
You have Aroma Cigar Lounge
Okay.
as well too. They carry a good amount, everything from the Cazadoras all the way up to even the Cameroon
Really?
300 series. Yes.
Okay.
Yep. Fuerte Sol. All the rest of that he carries over there as well too.
Nice.
We're working with Cigar Box right now to
Okay.
get them to bring everything in to put it in all 5 of their locations,
Okay.
especially the new one. And then
That's a cigar shop.
that's the cigar shop.
Yeah.
Yep. And then also we'll be working with Chris from Gold. He used to be part owner in Gold Leaf, but he's opening up a new location called Oaks and Amber up
Okay.
up in Mooresville,
Mooresville.
right across from
Looks like we'll
Epic
have to take a
Shop
trip,
House.
Ted.
That's it. And
Ben, right by your office.
oh, perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
exactly.
what we're talking about.
Exactly,
Yeah.
like right across the street from Epic Chop House, and so we're looking at becoming a signature lounge for him as well too. Where we'll
Oh,
have
nice.
some of the marquee
Okay.
branding for his lounge as well. So,
Nice.
you know, let's work
And
it out,
if anybody's
Chris.
wondering about this LaAurora neon, that is not staying in the Cigarage. That is his personal one that he brought in
I did.
for the show. This is his business card. He will bring it to events.
That's exactly what I do. I bring it to events and I put it. I want the brand to be seen, and I want you to know that we're there and we're present. Just because the brand is not out there as much as I guess as some of the other brands, but we are, like I said, one of the oldest or the oldest cigar manufacturer from the
Right.
Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
And with the
All right.
experience and the blends and the cigars that we do have, we have an outstanding portfolio. We have so many cigars that
Oh my
I'm
God,
like,
yes.
wow, you know,
The one you said that was
All right.
we manufactured from 1903.
yes. The 120. That's the original blend from 1903.
Yeah, and that's, believe it or not, my all-time favorite from LaAurora is the 120. No joke.
It's a
It
great
is
cigar.
just such an amazing cigar.
Starts off nice burst of like some cinnamon spice in there, tapers itself down, then it gets into almost like an almond-esque, sort of feel. You get a little bit more spice, disappears. Last third finishes with like a nice essence of like a vanilla, hint of natural vanilla in
Yo,
there.
it is an incredible
Yeah,
cigar.
it's-
Listen, we talked about it before
It's-
you came on, and when you mentioned, have you had a 120? I'm like, have I had a 120? I'm like, I've had a box, and I gave some away because
Right.
we got some people into the 120.
but well, I did.
Yeah,
I
he-
did. Yep, they're over
Yeah,
there.
look at A-Rod. He's like, did you bring any of those?
But I did bring you a special one.
Yes, you did.
I did bring you that.
Should I bring it out?
Sure, you can show
Yeah,
it.
I gotta show it to him.
Yeah,
Because I might smoke that on my birthday.
I mean, just so they could kind of, match it up. That yes. Well, see, there you go.
Yes.
That's exactly
Exactly.
That's exactly what I said.
And
when
that's
I gave it out.
that's what
Right.
Kel said.
Right.
This is gonna be my tomorrow morning.
Right, exactly.
with my coffee.
Right. That Claro for our Cazadora, great morning smoke. Great. So yeah, show them what you got there. So that is heavy as that tube.
Listen, this tube is solid metal.
Solid metal.
Like the front is gorgeous with the 2 little jewels in it.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, I'm gonna open this.
Yep. There you go.
Bro, look at this. Hold on. The 120.
Yeah, that's
I
Wow.
mean, it is just gorgeous.
yes.
That's a thing of
Yeah.
beauty.
Yes.
It is a shame I got it.
Yeah.
And it's a metal. Hold on. You heard that? It's like, Hey, show and tell, pass it around. Yeah, I'll never see it again.
No, you see the case again.
I see the case.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Might not
All right.
stop, smoke it,
Yeah.
but, you know.
Oh.
Well, I got two things. Number one, so as far as the neon, first is just a comment. Don't let Rod around, otherwise it'll end up at a lottery and he'll win it. So that's number one. Number two, and this serious question for Garvin. So the Preferado, ready?
Preferito.
Cut preference. How would you cut?
V cut.
You're gonna V cut the Preferado. Okay, so not on a canter.
No.
No,
Not
straight
on
V.
that one. Yeah, I'll just do a straight V. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm a V. I'll do straight every once in a while, but I'm like even now I'm on a V cut as well too. Like that's I prefer the V cut. I know it's all really about preference.
Yeah, it's about preference.
It's just preference. You know.
I know when I smoke out of the Preferado, I tend to do on a canter, straight cut, but on the bias, so that it's a little bit slanted, so you don't get that tar coming out of it.
Right. Yep. I got you. Yeah. I just I've gotten used to the V cut, and I think for me, I think it kind of just because it still has something on the lips on the side, it just kind of gives me the control I enjoy, and not too much of it. Like with a straight cut, I think sometimes I'll get too much, more than I may really want at a time. So I just kind of stick with the V cut.
Yeah. See, for me, it's all dependent on the cigar that I'm about to have.
Okay.
Because even with this Fuerte Sol, I did a punch.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because I want to taste that flavor.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want to cut any of the tip off.
Right.
I just want to just
right. Yep. Keep
get that
everything
whole
intact.
keep everything intact. I don't want nothing unraveling.
Right.
And I mean, like I'm down, but I'm good, bro.
And I mean, what do you think of that cigar so far?
Here's my thoughts on this.
Okay.
It is a straightforward cigar for me. Medium to full. And you know what it really pairs well with? Any rum, bro. Like, especially the Ashanti. Oh my God. Yeah. I might have to give him another.
That's what I was originally
I might have to
drinking
give
with.
you another shot of that, before then.
Yeah,
but I do want to try this 1903 before anything else happens, because it's going to be something different. And if anybody else here wants to try it, you're more than welcome to.
Absolutely.
Sorry, Dougie. Dougie raised his hand.
There you go. Yeah, that's
I had everything.
There it is.
I told you.
There it is.
That is the 1903.
Yep.
And look at that MSRP, Dougie.
$40.
Yeah. Is that not crazy?
Right. Age 8 years.
8 years.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Hey, anything Jimenez does.
It's a rum. It's got a great aroma. I'll give it that right now.
It does.
Smooth. Oh my God.
A lot of caramel in there. A lot of those notes.
Hells yeah.
You know, so it's almost like a Weatherman's to a certain extent. You know, where you get that nice sort of flavor. Well, not here in North Carolina. It is available like in Georgia right now. So they are working on the distribution.
And I can tell you, it's nowhere in South Carolina or North Carolina.
Yeah. Georgia, you'll be able to get it a little bit more open
Georgia.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta tell you, it is delicious.
I'm glad you're enjoying it.
But I will tell you this: my favorite still.
We ain't
gotta say it. We ain't gotta say it.
That one,
we already know.
Yeah, if you had an extra bottle here, I'd be like, all right, I'll buy it. From
Yeah,
you
yeah,
tonight.
right.
Like, without a question.
Dude, if I had an extra bottle, I'd be pouring it for everybody.
Oh yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
That too. Yeah.
But because hold on, what do I have left in this? We might have not enough, bro. Look at this. Not enough. Oh, it is
very good, very different.
Oh my God!
You know, especially with the hint of the ginger in there as well.
The hint of the ginger, but then it's like the aroma before you even taste it.
Yeah, the aroma just kind of sets it.
It sets it.
It sets the whole tone.
The tone right before you have
like,
a sip.
Whoa, this is completely interesting. Like, this is. So it lets you know it doesn't give you any kind of flat notes whatsoever, especially just on the aroma. It just, it's like a burst.
You know what? Okay, so I know you've traveled to DR plenty of times, right?
Uh-huh.
So, you know, my favorite breakfast meal.
Traditional Dominican.
Traditional
Salami, queso,
salchichon,
salchichon,
the fried queso,
fried queso,
the egg.
the egg, and is it plantains?
Yeah.
Plátano or tostonas.
Mango.
Well,
No, they boil. It's the boiled ones, right?
yeah,
They roll it.
Well, no, it's the mofongo
Mango. Mango.
Right,
with the
mofongo.
onions on top.
Right.
Look at Tony smiling.
Yeah,
He know all about it. Yeah,
Bro.
buddy.
Los tres golpes.
Almost. We almost ready for that. Another. Oh my God! I thought you had a two-parter. What happened to that second part? Oh, he answered a two-parter when I asked. Okay, he got trivia now.
Okay.
Anybody gonna win this? Oh, fuck it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck finding
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
Good luck.
Oh no!
Oh,
You got what? What? Where? Go ahead. Go ahead with your trivia. How many cigars do you produce a day?
That's a great question.
Do you know?
I know each roller produces about 400 to 600 per day.
Correct.
And then we have
Each roller.
yeah,
Each.
yes,
Well,
Yes,
hold
sir.
on. Time.
yes.
It's 2 people per table.
Well, at ours, you have a team of 2, but
A
there's
team of
4.
2.
There's 2 teams at one table. So, like, it's just like this: me and him
Yeah.
here, and then
And then another
2.
team.
Right. So those 2 work together, and us 2 work together.
Together. Yes.
No.
Each table.
Team. Right.
Each
so
table.
sorry. So me and him would we have to produce 400 to 600 per day. That's a great question. I never looked at
Yeah, we
their salary part.
You know what, Reem? We never asked either.
But I will say this though, that everybody that does work at the factory is very well taken care of. It's very family orientated, and they're all very happy. It's one of the leading industry. You have to realize tobacco from DR is in the top 3 exports for the country. All right, so I believe number 1 is medical supplies and electronics. Then medical supplies, electronics together, and then I believe it's like clothing and like shoes is second. No, exports. Not yeah. That's the tourism is gonna be different. But as far as what the country produces and sends out, and then after that, then comes tobacco. Yeah. So when you look at it, it's a very dominant industry in the Dominican Republic where they employ thousands of people. You know, we don't just have the one factory that you guys visited. There's other factories as well that we also have in the same compound in Tamaril. So you have the ones like right across the street where, you know, all the flavored stuff gets made. Then there's another one.
Oh no, we saw the different sections.
Oh yeah, well yeah.
Oh
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
buildings.
The other building, yes, yeah.
So you gotta go to.
I mean, this building was like a football field.
Yeah. That's
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's in sections.
Yep.
And it's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't tell you how many were in the football field, but I can tell you in the LaAurora section where they just make these cigars, right?
Just there.
So Reem and I were at that factory, and you got 400 produced by a team of 2 per day. They produce per day 30,000 cigars. Because where we went a day.
And all that's being sold,
A day.
Well, made aging room,
yeah.
like so. LaAurora has like almost 8 to 10 years, like in backstock, that's in aging rooms of cigars. So as stuff gets made, like when you talk about the preferidos, those get made and they get made by a selected group. Of
Yeah. Each group,
right? They
have specifics.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's like they don't make everything. No, these are the group of 2 that make this, and they make that.
Correct.
400 fucking times.
That's it.
You don't have to leave this in your humidor for a year before you get to it.
Well, and that's what I learned the last time when I was out there. I realized that they take the stock, they rotate the stock out, and it's aged stock that then gets packaged and then shipped out. So then I realized, I took a cigar lounge owner out to the factory and kind of showed him, you know, the whole mechanics of when it's done. And that's when I learned that on that last visit as well too. And I was really surprised. I was like, wow. So even to the point where they even have a special rolling table where if some of the cigars have plume, they will then have them roll it like on a wet blanket or a napkin
Right.
or whatever
The
it
cloth
is.
that they have. Yep.
To be able to remove the plume, then set them back for a couple of days, and then they package them up.
You know what was amazing to me is watching these workers, the set of two. After every cut was made, they would wipe that board down, bring that cigar in, so you'd never have like little scraps of anything
Nothing.
on that cigar. Every cigar was made on an immaculate basis,
Yes.
and I'm like, holy shit!
A lot of pride, a lot of
A
pride,
lot, dude.
There goes into manufacturing these cigars.
Yo, Reem, do you remember the guy who was on the floor handing out cigars for us to smoke?
Eugene. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You got to do the Eugene.
You gotta,
This is his thing.
You gotta light it at a 45-degree angle.
That's right.
That's Eugene right there.
Yep.
But the best part was,
Yep.
but the best part was when we were asking him, like, bro, there's no ashtray. He's like, bro, let the ash drop wherever it drops.
He said that cigar, number one, like, if you got a cigar,
You hear that
don't
one
tap it,
hand?
just let it fall. So you
Hey,
don't
let it fall where it falls.
Hey.
Hey, he's talking to Jason right here.
I've been telling that motherfucker that for years.
Hold on. Okay, there's different rules up in the Cigarage, y'all. Oh, whoa, hold on. But we do have the
That's
jack.
why you got the jack back. You got the jack back.
Yep. What?
I said, I've been telling that motherfucker for years, let that shit drop wherever.
Every cigar smoker's favorite move. Ready?
Boom.
I see that all the time.
Hey, my wife got me a smoking apron because I let that shit drop wherever.
Oh man.
Yo, hey, you know
If your favorite smoking shirt and it ain't got holes, it ain't your favorite smoking shirt.
Correct.
I'm actually thinking of manufacturing and coming up with the idea for an apron for cigar smokers where it's got a pocket where all the ash collects,
Hey,
and it is fireproof.
fireproof. Okay, nice.
Just saying.
Hey.
You'd wear
$39.99.
you need a catheter.
that was the last interview.
Yeah, get Albert back on there.
And with that being said,
Wow, he got defensive quick.
That sounds personal. I don't
That
know.
sounds right. Damn. Yeah, because you're drunk. Good for you, Bob. Hey. Oh, wait. You defensive or sensitive? A little both. Okay. There goes that jet.
I got a question for Garvin. I got a question for Garvin.
Okay, go ahead. Dougie, go ahead.
All right. So Garvin, how did you end up getting hooked up with LaAurora? I mean, how did you get into the cigar business?
Okay, great question. So I've been just kind of exploring the cigar business for like the past 5 to 6 years, just on my own. Just because my interest in cigars, I love cigars. You know, I had the great idea, I guess, like everybody else. I want to make my own cigar. So I started off just kind of going back and forth to Dominican Republic like once a month and visiting small little shops throughout like Santiago and Puerto Plata. I'm just kind of learning about the business and learning different tobaccos and just trying different cigars and so forth.
Just cigar.
Yep, just cigars.
Just cigars.
Just cigars.
Yeah.
You know, and that's it. And I previously I worked in the vape industry for a company called Vaporous out of China and the wholesale. So I went to a conference called TPE, Total Product Expo, and you know, since I'm into cigars at TPE, if you've ever been, you know they have all the cigar brands are there as well too. So just the person I am, I went to all of them, just kind of mixing and mingling and talking and meeting different individuals, and I just happened to meet John Farragon from LaAurora Cigars. And, we struck up a great conversation. Actually, I met George first. He's one of the reps. He covers like Arizona and so forth.
West
And,
Coast.
yep. And struck up a conversation, and he introduced me to John, and we just kind of kept in contact. And when they were ready for a rep to cover this territory, he remembered and reached out, and then we started the conversation from there. And I've been with them ever since June of last year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That being said,
All right, we're gonna bring Kel up here for a sec, so
Absolutely.
we can end the show. But bro, it's a pleasure having you on. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for coming down.
No, I
and
appreciate
for
it, man.
sharing cigars, bro.
I mean,
Oh, okay, hold up. I got
welcome anytime.
this
Hey, yeah. Kel was like, "You're welcome anytime," because he's got more cigars than Boveda packs right now in his humidor.
nice.
Thanks
I'm
to
glad I
this
could be
man.
of assistance.
Thanks to this man.
Hey, I'm glad I could be of assistance.
No,
man.
but
You know?
check it out. The cigars that you gave me, half of that is going to be donated to Cigars for Warriors.
Yes.
That's a wonderful thing.
Yes.
All right.
That's what we all about.
No
All right,
problem.
Kel, come on back in. Oh,
Hey, Gavin. Where's it? Garvin.
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 Yeah, you know what?
Garvin.
This will disappear, and you know who?
Well, guys, look. Once again, I want to personally thank everybody who took time out of their day, especially on a Wednesday.
Especially on a Wednesday.
Yeah, to come and join us. As we say before, telephone, tell a friend. You don't know what we got in store for you when you come on here and check us out on Wednesday.
Yeah.
And we definitely going to do a lot more of this stuff. We got some things cooking. We like Chef Curry. We got some things in the pot that we definitely going to be bringing out to you guys for your enjoyment. So with that being said, we want everybody
out there to be happy, to be healthy, to be safe. But more importantly, we want you to be easy.
So next
God
week. Bless. Have a fantastic week. And we'll see you 5 packs on the flip. All right?
Speaking of next Wednesday, though, remember, it's the day before Thanksgiving. We're going to do a quick show, maybe 15, 20 minutes.
And jump into some poker. Also, I'll have my brother here Wednesday. So if you guys got any follow-up questions, be more than happy to fire him.
And you know what?
I'm going to give you a little advice, though. He is a little long in the tooth. Okay?
Okay. So with the poker, I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to join in virtually. I guarantee you I win every hand.
Yo, but check it. So what we're gonna do is
we're gonna shut us down.
We're gonna go live, and after the live, you guys can stay on. We'll still keep chatting. You guys can be part of this whole experience on Wednesday night.
Yes.
How's that? All good?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Sounds good.
Let's shut it down.
All right.
We're gonna see you.